Hey fam, I decided to pull out my fancy shirt today. You know why? Because today is a very special day and I have decided that I'm going to celebrate it. Yep. What's the day? Well, 2 years ago, my book was released. And when I think about life and how life went by and passed me by and I didn't celebrate, sometimes I get a little down on myself, but then I have to remember, oh no, that was a season in your life where you had to pick it up and keep it moving. You didn't have a chance to celebrate. You just needed to get it done. And I'm finally at a place in my life where I can be still and take it in. And that's hard. It's hard. It's a really hard thing to change when you are accustomed to moving a certain kind of way. But I'm determined to embrace all of it. I am determined to embrace real love, real joy, real peace. And I've realized that at the end of the day, you can't look to anyone else to get it. It does not come by way of others. Now, others can share their love. They can share their joy. They can share their peace. And all those things make a huge difference in someone's life. But when it all really gets down to it, it's really about how do you feel within? Have you really accepted the gift of love, the gift of joy, the gift of peace? It was given to me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I will say today that I am also grateful for you, for those who were able to read my story, those who shared it with someone else, for those who, had me to speak to others, your family, your extended friends, for those reviews that were written. All of those things are huge. And it reminds me that when I got that message 2 years ago that my book was ready, that I did exactly what I was required to do. I did exactly what I was expected to do. But I also realized that I did have a choice. I didn't have to do it. But I'm grateful I did. I'm still hearing from time to time people from one end to the coast to the others who have heard my story, and they say it helps them to work through some of the challenges they may be experiencing. I was talking to my daughter, and she even shared with me that a coworker who was on the other side of the coast had mentioned that they had just heard that my book was a blessing to someone else. And when she said it, we were both like, wait a minute, who? And the way they were able to match it up, and the fact that they actually knew that it was the same story. I don't take any of that for granted. I don't take it for granted at all. And so I want to tell you thank you. And I thank you for coming along the ride with me and allowing me to be all I can be and celebrate and celebrate and celebrate. Celebrate what? Celebrate being able to work through some hard times. Celebrate being able to feel real love. Celebrate to be able to be in my rhythm. And as I'm working on part 2, speaking of rhythm, I'm grateful that I'm able to take a moment to stop, to reflect on part 1. I'm grateful for that. And I just want to let you know that you have great things bubbling up inside of you. And you know what it is. You may feel like, well, I'm not really sure.